Well, from CDL changes to vaccine mandates, a shortage of truck drivers has really been impacting the supply chain lately. But is it really a shortage of drivers? John Phipps joins us now for John's World.
By now, most of us are aware of the truck driver shortage. In fact, we even know the number, 80,000. But I was curious, and I discovered several reasons to doubt that claim. First, there are 3.5 million truckers, or 1.5, depending on how you define it, in the U.S. It's one of our largest occupations. The shortage then would be either 2 or 5%, which doesn't sound all that dire. Shortage numbers come from trucking companies, not the Labor Department or a third-party economist. In fact, in 1990, carriers claimed a 450,000 driver shortage. In 2012, they warned that the shortage was 200,000. Now it's 80,000. If these numbers are true, either the problem is solving itself or trucking companies make numbers up. Consider, too, some 10 million Americans hold valid CDLs and states issue 450,000 more each year. So qualified potential workers are plentiful, and this surplus helps keep wages lower. The average employee turnover at trucking companies is 90 to 95% a year, which should be a hint about the roots of the problem. Carriers need an enormous supply of rookies to fill in their huge losses. And by claiming a shortage, more subsidies from the government for training if possible. If there were a shortage, trucker wages would be rising, and that doesn't appear to be the case. Here are two charts showing how wages are responding to this shortage. Neither indicates a wage increase due to driver demand, largely because of that oversupply and driver churn. If you are a self-employed trucker, this oversupply means bidding for jobs is brutally competitive. U.S. ports are seriously undersized even as our trade increases. Many of those 80,000 are likely sitting in a line someplace at any given moment. Thousands of drivers are waiting for container loading or unloading. But if you own a port, long truck lines are great for business. Our highway infrastructure has not kept up with truck traffic either. There are far too few truck parking lots, for one example. Summing up, I agree with this quote. The shortage narrative is industry lobbying rhetoric, said Steve Viscelli, a labor expert at the University of Pennsylvania who previously worked as a truck driver. There is no shortage of truck drivers. These are just really bad jobs.
Thanks, John. And remember, if you have questions or comments, you can email John. That's at mailbag@usfarmreport.com. All right, we need to take a quick break. But when we come back, Machinery Pete, his tractor tales this week.